Well, that was smooth, wasn't it? Really? I keep doing that when we have 3 people and you have to have a different thing on. And I keep clicking the one with 2 people on, and it just comes like that. It's like a little letterbox, and you can't see anything. Anyway, good evening, everyone. Welcome. Thank you very much for coming in to Monday Nights with Mick and Bill. Now we've got a god with us today, a bearded vape god. Somebody's going to put his link in the chat straight away so everybody can subscribe to him to get him up to 1 gazillion followers, because there's that many people watch this. And I'm sure that everybody will want to subscribe to him. So if you want to nip over and subscribe to him. So we have launched as well. I've got 2 things to tell you tonight. If you put FG10 in over at Vape Gems, you will get the 10% off. It's a special 10% off, and it'll give you a free kiss with every order.
Hashtag FG23.
Yeah. Hashtag FG23. We can't tell you what it stands for, but that's what it stands for. So if you want to nip over to there, obviously we can't tell you the web address because we'll get shot and stuff like that, because it's obviously, we can tell you where to buy cigarettes, but we just cannot tell you where to buy vape gear because, popcorn lung and sweet lung and all sorts of things. So good evening, Mr. John Solomons. If I was a rich man.
Good evening.
Thank you very much for coming over and seeing us. You better tell us.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us your massive vape buffet.
My vape buffet isn't very big. It's Cross Nano 3 with the IVG Honey Crunch, and I've also got the Aegis Pro Max, the Zeus Z I think, with
Zeus Z tank. Is it any good?
Yes. Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
good.
With the super good butter, peach, raspberry, salted caramel, and cream cracker.
Is that from Mr. Green?
No, I got
range.
it from my local vape shop.
The super good range is it from Grim Green? I think it might be. Somebody correct me in chat if it's not. Am I a bit loud? I'm not sure if I'm a bit loud. I'm a bit in the red. But carry on.
You don't sound
I tried to
here.
I tried to set this up
what you got?
For a retro vaping. It's the Cool
Fire.
That.
Cool Fire 4. Oh, is it 2 plus? I've got the 4.
Oh, it might be 4. Yeah, it might be the 4. Yeah, sorry. With the Aspire Pro Cleto.
Oh, Cleto.
Yeah,
Cleto.
The Aspire Cleto. Yeah.
But it's not working. It won't charge.
It's gone. It's
so
doomed. It's
I
doomed.
couldn't do my live retro vaping this morning. So.
Oh no! Was you live this morning?
No, I wasn't. No, I was going to, but that wouldn't charge.
Right.
I didn't. So I didn't know what else to put up.
Just need to.
I've also got the Empire Squonk with the
Look at that.
Dead Rabbit.
That's a Grim Green tool, isn't it? Because it's got the thing on the side.
Yeah.
I've got the box one.
With also the super good.
There you go then.
Yeah, it is really, really, really good. And I've not had any issues with voltage drop, battery drop at all.
No. Wait, are people saying that there is?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he done Grim Green done a video on how to screw all the screws and that in. But yeah,
it's working.
Yeah, works fine.
I didn't even know what one was, but when Mr. Fagan sent me my winnings out, he actually sent it out in an Empire box. I didn't even know what one was. And in the coils came in the GT4. He says, "Don't think you've gone all high-end when it comes, but they're actually just coils in there." So I ain't got a GT4, but I've got a box because I'm not like Craig D. So go on, build it. I've actually forgot to read down chat, but anyway, it'll be more fun in a minute. But
Yeah,
somebody else
there'll be more to read. Yeah, the Garbiter with the vanilla custard. The girl with I still got that TFV 16 on top of it with the salted caramel, and P Tank with the what is this stuff? Yeah, that thing, the Legend 2.
Oh, yeah.
And that's also got vanilla custard in it. And that's it for me.
That's it. Well, as I've mentioned before, I got this. I think I showed it on Benny's. I've got the Vaperesso Armour come out from Mr. Fagan in the members giveaway.
Nice.
With the 8mm tank on. It's the 21700 version. Everybody says it's really big, but I'm quite lucky. I've got massive hands, so it's not actually that big for me. You probably won't want to carry it down the road in your trousers, because you might find out your trousers around the ankle by the time you get down the road. It's got a locking button. So it's just a nice tool. The idea is supposed to be a bit, I mean, I've got it in the camo sort of setup as well. It's nice. It's a nice device.
Yeah, it looks
really
rugged.
good, vape. Yeah, it is. Yeah. The only thing is, to open the
military or something.
Yeah, I think that was the design. But you press the button there, and that flicks open. So that could be a possible explosion, could it really? And when you open the tank up, you press that. And that does that. So there's another one. There's a possible flick that one day and it all disappears. But
so that's the same here, because this has got this on it and that slides open. So you got the little tip back there on the back.
Nice. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
But it vapes really, really well. And he was so kind. What a nice guy, to be really honest. Obviously, we've been messing about with Fagan for years. He actually sent me a pack of coils out as well.
Yeah.
In there, so there was one in it, and there's another 4 in there. So he actually sent me a pack of coils, which he had no need to do, which was very, very nice. Bless him.
Yeah.
He sent me a replacement bubble glass for the TPD version, which probably will never get used unless I break the other one. And a Jelly Box Nano in the box, which is really nice. I don't know what one is, but I'll have a go with that. Nice little pod system. What's Craig saying? Mick's all about the free shit. Thank you, son. It was a competition win. It's not. I pay my money every month, just like you, Craig. In fact, I actually pay the VIP version. That's why I win every time. Thank you. Anyway, and what else have we got? Oh, I've got a guar as well. The guar is somewhere here. We've still got musk in it, so I'm not going to. I think I was vaping that on Wednesday night, so I haven't really used it a lot. But I've actually tried musk now for the first time.
Man,
it's very nice. It's very nice. It's a good mouthful of strong flavour. It's really, really nice. We're actually
mouthful of strong flavour.
Yeah, I don't know how you describe it. Me. I don't know how you describe it.
Is it floral?
There's a little bit of floral. But it doesn't taste like flowers. It doesn't taste like flowers. It's one of them where you'd have to get some to try it, and you probably never will, because I can't imagine they make it in the US unless you bought some. They'll probably sell it over at Vape Gems, where FG23 gets you 10% off for tonight only. Tony Laura's doing a real good job of retracting messages.
If you wait till next year, you can get 24% off.
And it's from, I can't remember the name. To be honest, I've had a few drinks. I've been sat here messing about this microphone, supping whiskey, and I can't really... what did they call them? D&B flavours from over in Australia? When they donated to Lose, they donated 40 flavours, and I won them in the auction for 170 quid, and bless them. And so far, everything I've tried has been absolutely amazing. The only thing is, if you live in the UK, you probably wouldn't buy them from over there, because the shipping might be a little bit expensive from Australia. So I'm just going to go down the chat.
Sorry.
Wow. Obviously, John lives in a house with his children, and children need to speak. Bless them. So good evening, Craig D. We love you. Good evening, Billy Lee Rice. Billy Lee, we love you. Did you get the 21700, Billy? Just asking you. Good evening again, Craig D. Oh, good evening, Bearded Vape God, but he can't hear us. Good evening, Bill. Good evening, Dion78. Nice to see you.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're right. Just made me jump. There's a lot of people talking at the beginning. Good evening, Matt Polly. We love you, but you're not a member anymore because it's run out. Good evening, Cloud Chucker. Nice to see you, mate. We love you. Billy Lee, we love you. Nice to see you. I might repeat myself 25 times. Good evening to you, Ian Thomas. Nice to see you, mate. As always, good evening, Mr. Net Reality, who just happens to be the, might know somebody who knows somebody that has vape gems, and FG23 will get you 10% off for tonight only.
That really won't work, but
I tell you what, I bet it does by now. Well, try it. See, and if you don't, put Gems 10 in.
yeah, Gems 10 will probably work.
Just put FG23 in first. See if that'll work. It'll be funny. It really will be funny, that, will it? So I'm jabbering away, looking at these. Good evening, Jane Dowd. We absolutely adore you. Nip over to Shy Tots as well. Well, you can't actually, because you have to approach through Facebook. But if you're looking for any nice e-liquids, why not have a look at Jane from Shy Tots? Does a lot for the community. Vaping on some Golden Virginia tobacco from Drake's e-liquid. What's it like, Dion? I won't be able to see what you answer to. Steamy watermelon. Sup from Cali. That's CA, isn't it? California. Craig's at it again.
Yeah.
Right, where are we? Oh, sorry, Ian, blocked you by mistake. There we go. From K. The Cleto coil was huge for its day, apparently.
Yeah. It was like about that long.
Abuse from Craig D. Ben M, nice to see you. Good evening.
Yeah, look at that coil. No.
Is it the full length of the tank?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
John the Vaping Joker, good evening. Nice to see you. Matt Polly was gifted. There. How come everybody gets the same one? Oh, there you are. You could have had a bit of a retro vape together, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could have Cledo'd it. We could have been the Cledo brothers.
Yeah, you could,
Got one there.
Could have been full on Cleto, son. There you go. Most, if you need to get in touch with Jane, most social media messages will get through to her. I think we're nearly done. We've done Ben M, Dion, there we go. Anthony Hart, good evening to you, mate. Nice to see you. So that's it. That was a bit different to doing it the other way, which is probably better doing it the other way, to be honest. So, cheers.
Cheers.
So does it taste authentic then, Dion? Does it taste like a Golden Virginia? I just got the Hog 400 for my Valkyrie XL. Love it. Got 4 millicell P28s in.
Billy Lee said the Armor Max, she had 21-700, by the way.
She's got the same one, has she? Yeah, same one as me.
Yeah.
Is yours in camo, and did it come from America with the 8mm tank? Just going to ask him for a friend.
And did you get some coils with yours, too?
Did you get coil heads in a GT4 box? And a glass with O-rings and that in it, and all sorts of other things. I'm beginning to think the only...
No, you're not the only non-member. You're a member now.
No, what he's meaning is every time it comes up, he gets it. It used to be Bunny when she was in, but I think she's a member anyway now, so...
Yeah.
Thank you very much for doing that, Craig D. You'll have to send us a bill at the end of the year and we'll square you up for it. Because I've got to be honest, I don't know how you do it, so...
I don't know who we is, but Mick will square you up.
The YouTube's money, son. Oh, you just bought the Mod No Tank. Yeah, well, obviously I had to steamy watermelon.
Yeah.
Vaping on the Boule Bolu, which is a banana, isn't it? By Cold Turd.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's been around a long while.
It has been out, yeah. It has been out.
That's been, I think that came out like about 2019, maybe? End of 2019, somewhere in there, or middle of 2019.
Yeah, a while. I made, I've actually, normally with these sort of things, I'll leave them forever to steep to get the full flavour out of it, but I started vaping it within 3 days and it's actually empty now. I've got half a tank left.
Donut.
Strawberry custard donut, it's fantastic. It's that, Silly I think, with the strawberry custard.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put that beignet in there, I think that's from them as well. 400 quid will do.
I think this mic's better.
This mic, can you hear me better?
Well, I think what it comes, I think it's better when you're like not right in front of the mic. If you're a little off side to side or whatever on the other one, if you weren't straight dead on it, right there at it, the other one didn't pick you up that well. But this one's still
it's a completely different thing. This one's a dynamic mic, and the other one was a compressor singing mic. This is the same as what John's got. Apparently, one of the Michael Jackson singles was sung on this. They've been about since 2001. The same thing exactly. The bulletproof, I reckon. Well, when I bought it,
I just got one of them.
What's that one? Blue Yeti.
No, that's Zeal Sound.
Oh, it sounds all right, to be honest.
Yeah, it's an off-make thing.
Oh, it doesn't matter, does it?
About 30 quid.
Yeah, there you go.
About 30 quid from Amazon.
Yeah, my first mic was about 30 quid with a boom arm. Bill got the same one. He's still using it.
No, I've got the Yahoo. I've had the Yahoo.
Yeah, but it was a similar thing though, wasn't it?
It wasn't 30.
What was it?
I think that was about 60 or 70.
Was it? Was mine 60 or 70? I can't remember how much mine was.
Now the first one we got was 20, but that was just a little mic that come up on it.
I think I've still got that at the back of a cupboard.
You just still got it down there.
You just got jabbering away, and then all of a sudden it went. Yeah, it wasn't good. And then because when we first started getting into it, it was pandemic, so everything went up stupid and money, didn't it? The cameras.
But I think we were still right at the beginning of it, so we got a lot of our stuff before it started really zooming up.
Yeah. Thanks, Clive Tucker. Thanks, mate. Yeah, these, if you buy these in this country from Amazon, they're £390. I've been looking at one for a while, and my parents obviously are getting older and they can't be bothered to go shopping. So as it comes up towards Christmas, they throw money at you, and I always said, I don't want any money. You're going to have some. It's Christmas. So what I did was, I thought, well, I'll put some to it, and I will buy myself one because I've been after one for a while, and I found one for half the price. Now there is quite a few. Obviously, with these being what they are, there's quite a few fakes about. So I expected it. The guy said no, it's genuine, and when it came, I've watched every YouTube video on fakes, and this isn't fake as far as I can see. So I actually got this one for 200 quid. So, but they are up to like 390, 400, depending where you're buying them from. But the
Amy wants to know your let's see.
Who's that? What we're doing?
Your favorite setup mod build liquid.
Who asked for that?
John. Steamy
watermelon.
Steamy watermelon.
Yeah. My favourite setup is the Cross. The Cross Nano and the Cross. I think this is the number 2. My favourite juice at the moment is the Honey Crunch, IVG Honey Crunch. And then it's the Pro Max with the Zeus and then my Super Good juice. They're my favourite.
They were a collab, weren't they, with Green? That Super Good range.
I think so.
Yeah, they are.
Uncommon. I think his is Uncommon.
Is it? So are they not the ones then?
No, I think Super Good and Green collaborated, and they produce Uncommon.
Right.
I believe.
I
might be wrong. I might be wrong.
So, what's your favourite? While we're on with the subject, then what's your favourite setup and juice, Bill?
Well, I think that's kind of obvious. My favorite setup.
Could be the arbiter.
And my favorite juice would basically be the vanilla custard. The vanilla custard.
Why did you call it that then? Did you put twice
because
as much vanilla in the second batch?
Two different. It's got vanilla. It's got the Capella vanilla custard.
All right.
And it also has the TFA vanilla custard. So it's got both in it.
Out of out of the two of them, which one would you prefer to mix with? Are they both as good, or?
I think they're both fine. Put them together. And the thing about it was I was trying to get a real vanilla mix. So I've got vanilla and a few other things. I also have some sugar cookie in there and, a couple other items. But, basically I've been vaping that vanilla custard stuff off and on for a long while. What happened to Bill's Nuts? Yeah, Bill's Nuts.
Yeah, where's Bill's Nuts?
The thing about it was I vaped Bill's Nuts for probably, I don't know, 3,000 mil or something. And after a while, you just, you get kind of tired of it. Although I've done a lot of the vanilla custard. I have, but there's a lot of people. The guy that I make bottles for, I just made him 2 more. He goes through it like crazy in a tank. My son or my grandson came over. He was doing the one guy was doing a strawberry watermelon, and he went to vanilla custard. And my grandson was doing all kinds of fruit flavors and also doing stuff with coolant in it. So I had to get some WS-23 to kind of make him some stuff. And then he came over and said, "Can I try one of them bakery things?" And I handed him the one that had the vanilla custard in. I said, "Here, try this." He's like, "Oh, wow, this is great. Can I get some of this?" So he's doing it now also. So,
You've got loads of customers that don't pay anything. That's what you're saying.
Well, no, actually, the guy at that I do down at the golf course, when I gave him the 2 bottles, he gave me $40. So, he usually usually gives me. But I'm not talking.
No.
When I make him a bottle, I'm making one of these. I'm making a 200 ml bottle. So I told him he doesn't have to pay anything, but he's like, hell, if I went and got it, I'd only get a 60 ml bottle. It'd cost me more than that to get that. So,
what in the US? What would you imagine that what's that? A 300 ml bottle that you got there?
If that was priced as far as content went for a commercial use, you're probably looking at it'd probably be $80. Somewhere around there for a bottle for one.
So you're giving him 2 and he's giving you 40. So he's doing really well, isn't he?
Yeah, and like I said, every now and then, if I took him one and he was like, "Hey, I gotta get some money because all I've got the cards and stuff," and I'm like, I ain't really that worried about it. So every now and then I throw one in, but like I said, it wasn't a thing I did because I was trying to make something off of it. No. Just he was wanting to try some, and I said, hell. The only thing you really, money-wise, the only cost you'd have in it at all when I first started making it for him, he was doing 6 milligram.
It was, yeah.
So you had some nicotine cost in it big time, but he's down to 2 milligrams now. So
it's soon gone down, isn't he?
Yeah.
So, question for Bearded Vape God: do you do anything else within vaping? Do you make juice or do you build coils?
No, I don't make juice, and I don't do coils. I don't make coils.
No.
I get pre-made coils.
Yeah.
So you don't do rebuildables at all?
Do you do rebuildables or anything like that? No?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I've got the profile mesh. I've got the dead rabbit. I've got another Zeus rebuildable. But I don't use any of them.
No.
Not anymore.
I must have
laziness or just
it's really easy, isn't it?
Sorry?
To pour coiling.
Laziness or just you like the flavor better?
It's just laziness.
Yeah, I think I'm a bit the same. I've got to be honest. I've been over the last month or so. I very rarely vape anything what you put cotton in, apart from the daily mouth alone.
Yeah,
that's same here. I'm on this. Been on it for a while now. I like this little tank, that P tank.
Yeah, it's yeah, you're getting a good flavour from it.
Craig D asked me a question. My first setup.
Watch out for that.
And e-liquid and year I started. The year I started vaping was 2013, but I was smoking at the same time as well. I was doing a transitioning. My first setup was the excuse me, was the King of Tech.
Wow. Yeah.
Still got the original juice in it?
Yeah.
That's a proper retro vape.
Yeah. That's
juice from 2013 right here.
I can't even get the tank off. It's welded itself together. And my first juice was pink lemonade.
Oh, yep. I started on one of them little pen things, which is starting to leak. Surprised it hasn't come through the coil at least.
Yeah, it's leaking.
Yeah, you can't get the top off, but it's leaking. It's amazing. It was amazing how it can leak out, but but you can't get the top off.
Yeah.
Obviously, Craig says, nice. It took me 6 months. It took me a year before I actually felt the grip of smoking disappearing. It was just forever and ever and ever. I used to chug and chug and chug and chug and chug. I've had 12 milligram. I've still got 12 milligram mouth to lung juice, even now.
It took me a long while until I finally started getting into some stronger sub-ohm tanks and stuff. So when I was trying to do it with just a little small shit that that used, because everything used to be bottom fills, so you had to take the thing off and then turn it and spill it and do all the other crap with it and everything. And at that time, when I was doing it on all that stuff, it was just a lot of hassle and a lot of mess and a lot of. So I just did both for a while. And once I think the first tank that I actually got on, I think it was a Kanger Tech tank that I first got on that got sub-ohm coils that was strong enough that I actually got off. And then once I got into rebuilding, making juice and doing everything else and became a hobbyist, then, it was real easy, to get totally out of smoking.
Yeah. I mean, I was, I would have like 3 puffs of my vape and then I'll go outside and have a fag.
Yeah. No, I'd sit and do them both at the same time sometimes. Forming a vape thing. Edgy wants to know, so is stock coil, sub-ohm tanks, RDAs or RTAs?
All of them.
Yeah, I don't really see anything wrong with it. I'm not big on RDAs. Just because that's the laziness. I don't want to drip all the time. Yeah. So I like the RTAs better than the RDAs, simply because I could put some juice in and vape it for a while and not have to mess with it and over drip and all the other stuff. But
it's a very, very important question here for Bearded Vape God. What's your favourite Scottish vape show on YouTube?
There's a Scottish vape shows? Yeah.
There is a couple. Is it Vic or is it
Vaping with Vic? No,
Todd or is it honestly, Todd or is it? There is another one I can't think of the name of really.
I don't have a favourite.
Oh, you big Welsh out.
Mine is.
I like everyone.
What's your favourite? What's
my favorite Scottish show is Skint Vapor. I like Skint. He's my favorite.
The thing is,
everyone brings different things to the shows. Do you know what I mean? So you're all different. So
the thing is, John, what I'm going to suggest to you is this probably could decide where your next invite comes from. Yeah, damn fence. Pick a side, son. Pick a side.
Never.
Oh, we haven't mentioned it for 10 minutes. By the way, Vape Gems has launched this evening at 7 p.m. And by putting, I forgot now, FG23, and you'll get 10% off. And he'll also put a little kiss on the sticky bit at the top of the label. We should have got Graham in as well tonight, and we could have discussed the fact that Vape Gems has finally. It's only been going on for about the last 7 years, but anyway, it's finally finally launched.
He can come in mid-show, but he'll be hiding the Vape Gems thing. That's
yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. We'll have to take the Vape Gems thing out. There ain't no links on there, is there? No, there's no links on it. I don't think so, anyway.
No, there's not. I don't think there's any links. No.
Yeah, I was going to put it up as a bit of a hold thing before the show started, but he put it in the wrong format, so it didn't look right. So what's your plans for your channel then, John? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Reviews? Are you going to do live streams? Are you going to get involved in the vape community so you can have a row? Or?
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
No, so I'm going to do all of it, really. Do reviews, do live shows.
Yeah.
Just I enjoy doing it, so why not?
Tony Laura.
That'll pass.
It's up to you, Craig. You're in blue. Oh dear. Tony's actually got a good sense of humour. He was in the show the other night and somebody was a bit offended and somebody said, don't be offended by anything Tony says. He's just got a bit of
Craig, I got a question for you. You're
a question for Craig.
Scotland, right? How is... Let me see, make sure I get this right because I don't want to get the wrong thing in here. How is Highland Park whiskey?
I've had Highland Park.
Have you?
Yeah, where's it made? America?
No, it's Scottish.
Oh, right. Yeah, well, it's Scotch. It doesn't mean it's made in Scotland.
Yeah.
I bought this.
Teachers.
I actually quite like this.
Highland cream. Yeah.
Highland cream, yeah.
Potatoes, huh?
I didn't realise it was potatoes. I don't. Do you drink whiskey, Craig?
Well, he has to. Vapes tobacco. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to. You've got a new sub.
Nice.
How many did you have when you come on? It'd just be interesting to see how many you've got when you leave.
I think I had 74.
But there is a good chance that most of the people that are sub to you already are already in it. So that's the only problem when you're going on live shows.
I could have a quick look. Hold on.
No idea.
I have 79 subs at the moment.
Oh, lovely.
So yeah, I'm happy.
So you're 21 away from that number that everybody tries to get when they start out.
Yeah. And then you're 100 away from the second number you're trying to get to just after you start out.
Going back to like whiskey and all that, I don't drink whiskey.
No.
I barely drink.
I'm the same.
No, if I do, it's non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah, good idea. Stick with it.
Yeah, or water or tea.
No, well, you're better out with Bill then, because he drinks water or coffee. That's only because of medication. He used to drink more beer than what I do.
Well, I don't know about that, but I used to put down a beer or two or 6 or whatever.
Ex-army, definitely. No, Navy, wasn't it?
Navy, yeah. Just got 15-pack of Turk aliens in the mail.
M-Turks aliens. Bourbon is the way to go. That's right, Edgy. I'm the same. The only thing is, I've got a bottle of Jack downstairs that I got, and I've got a bottle of Gentleman Jacks I got for my birthday. And I always think they're sipping whiskies because I don't like them to run out. I've got a bottle of gin beans, which I'm in the
middle of bourbon country, so
yeah, we need to come over and see you. That'll be a good excuse to have a go around here.
I mean, you can actually you can do the bourbon trail. All you do is they take you around from bourbon distillery to bourbon distillery and show you each one and how it's made, whatever else, and it's actually called the Bourbon Trail. You go in, you get like a tour.
Good evening, Andy.
And then they give you a little tester at the end of it or whatever. And,
what, just a couple of litres? Is that? Because they've got all that whiskey, they could give you a couple of bottles, wouldn't they?
No, they just give you like a shot, I think.
Yeah,
but the tour's not free, so you're still kind of paying for it anyhow.
Yeah, it's included. Benny went on the Northern Monk tour, which is the stouts over here. Bourbon barrel-aged stout is the way to go. I agree with you, Ian Thomas. Anything what's been done. I've had what was it? I can't think what it was. but it was done in a bourbon barrel, and the difference, it just seems to give it a fuller flavour. It's lovely. Don't you like stout, Edgy? Like a nice stout, like a nice dark stout. I love it. Especially when you get the IABB stuff, about 14%, it rocks your socks. You only have one a night.
No, I'm more of an
IPA
beer.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Like,
Can't do IPAs.
Yeah.
I once decided I was going to review some sour IPAs, and after about 20 seconds after finishing the first one, it was bathroom time. It didn't do me any good whatsoever. It was straight through. So I thought, I'm not going to bother with that anymore, because there were sours and it was all that citrus and that in it. It upset me acid, and Christ, it was awful. Expo Scooter Hire Shenzhen Limited. Good evening to you. Hope you're wearing a mask. If you're going to come in here, put onto the Daily Mail, you need to wear a mask if you're from China. Scooter should get a real job.
Excuse me.
Bourbon and rye are definitely not the way to go, according to Matt Polly.
Mm-hmm.
There's some nice ones, but good aged single malt is worlds above. I like a Lefroy single malt. I like Bowmore as well. I really do like Bowmore. I tend to go for the darker
anything
ones.
if it's falling down juice.
Yeah, exactly.
Talking about falling down, yesterday, after the after show, I needed to turn the tree lights off, and it's right next to my coffee table that has a sliding top.
Yeah.
And I've got a dodgy arm and dodgy shoulder at the minute, and I leant over and I fell into the tree.
They broke it?
No, thankfully. I tried to put it all back how it was, and then my wife got up this morning. She was like, "What's happened to the tree?"
Yeah, they know, don't they? They know. That bauble was in that position, and now it's moved.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we have a cat, so I just say, "Out the cat," you know.
Jeff never bothers us. When he was younger, he used to go up to it, and you could see him hanging one of the baubles up, and he used to flick it off like that, and then play football around the house with it, little bugger.
You don't have to bother to. You
Oh no! Oh yeah.
That's
I was mucking around with the kids and said, like on the way home from school today, and I said, I felt like a cat knocking the tree over.
Yeah. I once, I've had a bit of an history of having a few drinks, and it was, I think it was New Year's Eve, so the day before New Year's Eve, and I thought, we'd been to Cyprus earlier in the year and got some really strong vodka, and I thought, I'll just have a couple of them. Anyway, you know how it is. I had a couple, and I had a couple more, and I stood up messing about, and then fell backwards and smashed the tree in half. I felt like Scrooge. I was absolutely heartbroken. I said to my wife, she said, "What you done?" I said, "I broke the tree." She said, "You won't break the table it was stood on, have you?" I said, "No." She said, "Well, that's all right, then you're free." But I felt terrible. I felt absolutely terrible, like the man that ruined Christmas.
I felt terrible. That's why I was trying to fix the tree how it was.
Well, this was literally snapped in half. Like,
she knew. She knew.
So there was no way.
We just put ours up yesterday, so.
Yeah, super hours on Saturday.
I still think it's too early. Yeah.
Well, you can take it down.
It should go up the 19th and then come down the 25th.
In this country, it should go up when you got back from midnight mass on Christmas Eve. So technically, it was Christmas morning, and then you got that day off, and then you were back at work the day after that.
We put our tree up on the first of December, or maybe the 2nd. And then it will come down probably 1st or the 2nd of January.
Yeah, but you have kids.
Yeah.
Once you get older, it's like, I tried to talk her into not bothering putting one, but I can't. So I win that fight.
No, my wife, even when the children leave home and everything, she'll still want to put the Christmas tree up.
Yeah, that's the same here.
And stuff,
Unfortunately.
For the grandkids.
Well, but see, our grandkids have got older now too, so I'm really trying to push it in there. Like, there's.
Yeah, but she might have some great grandkids before Christmas, and then it'll be up just in case they arrive.
Yes. Do you guys live near each other? No, Steamy. Actually, I live closer to you in California than I live to either one of these two.
Yeah. And John's in the south, and I'm sort of halfway down near the east coast of the UK.
Yeah.
So. No, none of us have ever
Essex.
actually met. Yeah, he's in Essex, which is technically the UK, but not really.
Yeah.
Guess what? Jeff wants to go out. Absolutely guarantee it every week.
Did you watch the Laid Back Vape Show? They had a younger Josh on.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, he looked really well, didn't he?
He used to look 14, and now he looks 12.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think he had an announcement, but I never found out what it was.
Well, we'll do an after show.
And for anybody that didn't see it, me and Bill one day, Josh went on to do an announcement. I can't remember what it was, but we went on and did a full show.
He was announcing he was going on the
Was it?
Benny's show. He was
Northern Union Vape Show.
Northern Union Vape Show. Yeah, I think it was.
So we did a full show after it, didn't we? And never mentioned what the announcement was. Just kept telling everybody to come back and watch the show.
Yeah, Steamy. I'm in Kentucky, so I'm a little closer to you than because I think Steamy said a while ago he's in California.
California, yeah. I think it's Grim Green's
so it's like,
troll account.
I mean, hell, it's only 1 o'clock. Coming up on 2 in the afternoon for him.
Good evening, Coyle. I've actually met Coyle in the Zoom room. Really get on with him well. He's a lovely guy. He's had a bit of a rough life and he's starting to get over it. Cyprus, one side drinks ouzo, the other side drinks raki. Yeah, and it tastes exactly the same, doesn't it? I think. I got really drunk on raki in Turkey. That wasn't a good thing. I used to go down to the bar and do you want a raki? He said, no, I'm not drinking any tonight. And then we get to about 12 o'clock. You'd had a few beers. It's like, I'll have a few rakis. I found it made your eyeballs go soft and you can't make them work. It was hopeless next day when you'd done that stuff. Can
you light it on fire? Does it light?
I don't know. I haven't tried it.
I think ouzo does. I know. Yeah.
They have different names, don't they, for him? There's Retsina, which is a very, very strong spirit that comes out of the grape, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody will correct me on it, but that's weird stuff.
Did you know dried up grapes are raisins?
Yeah. Funny enough. So what's the current?
Knows it because he's out there with the California raisins.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Did you all have those?
Yeah, we had them. Yeah, yeah.
They used to have the little guys with the legs, and they'd walk around all over.
Yeah, we had them.
M&Ms.
Yeah, we had them. Yeah, a lot healthier, but they were covered in sugar. I don't know. Scooter should get a real job. I don't know, but yeah. So when do you normally go live then, John? What's your best day for going live?
Whenever I can.
Just randoms or?
Yeah, just randomly. Working shift work and everything. Yeah, whenever I can. It's not a set day or anything or set time.
No.
Just whenever I can.
Yeah. I think
did
if you
can go to school to be a god, or did you just? I mean, did you have to did you do a course or a class or something, or did you just?
Was that sorry?
How did you become a god?
Did you go to school or a class? Did you do an online class or?
Did Thor come down with a hammer and just tap you on the shoulder and say, "There you are, you're a god now"? Or?
Yeah, no. I don't know. It's just I was trying to think of a username for my channel, and I've got bearded.
Yeah.
And you're a god.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, sometimes you've got to sell yourself, haven't you? Really, if it's no good, you could call yourself, like bald vape pussy or something like that, and people think, oh no, I'm not going to watch him. He's a bit of a pussy. Yeah. Whereas if you say I'm bearded vape god, then they're all going to have a look, see if you are.
Yeah. And I am.
We called it the late night vape show because we do it at night, and it's a vape show. It was quite simple. Yeah. I did try changing it away because I thought, well, nobody wants to.
Well, no, we started out. We were the
Sheboygan late night show.
Yeah,
and I went on
just the late night show because
late night vape show.
The mayor of Sheboygan.
Yeah, we got in trouble with him. And so we went over to be in the late night vape show, and that's what I changed it for a couple of months. I just called it the late night show because everybody says, "Oh, you'll get loads more views if you're not called Vape and all this." That's not true. So
No.
it's not the easiest thing in the world nowadays to launch a e-cigarette styled YouTube channel.
No, and I'm not in it to get subs. I mean, it helps obviously, but I enjoy doing the reviews, making the videos, editing, and all that. I use iMovies for my editing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of fun.
Yeah.
I don't take it seriously.
No.
No.
That'll get old. Give it a little bit of time. It'll get old.
There is a thing. I got to the stage every day where I was checking the channel to see if we got another subscriber, and then you'd lose one and you'd be heartbroken and stuff like that. I must say it doesn't really matter now. The magic one for us was 1,000, and we're 800 away from the next 1,000. So that'll be the next millennium by the time we get to there. So there's no point really worrying about it, is there?
Yeah, I mean, it is difficult as it is. Starting up. Just I'm winging it at the minute.
Yeah, just enjoy it.
I don't have a strategy or anything like that. I'm just winging it at the minute.
So you didn't sit down and write out a business plan or nothing like that?
No.
If you're a god, you don't have to, though. You just
no, it's going to fall on, fall into place.
Yeah, that's right. How did you get the funding for the channel then? If you didn't go in with the business strategy, that's what I want to know. I think when I don't know what my idea was when we first started doing it. Bill didn't even know he was going to be on one. He went, "Oh, all right."
We didn't really have our idea is that we were going to sit and talk to each other and see if anybody listened.
Yeah,
that was our actual.
I think that's exactly what we're doing.
Plan.
Yeah.
We were like, if we go live and talk to each other, and somebody listens.
Yeah.
But hey, what the hell?
Because we were going to talk to each other anyway, so we might as well see if anybody wants to. If somebody wants to watch. I like Matt Polly's comment. So, Mick, if you're on the Raki and your eyes feel soft, then try Viagra eye drops. They'll make you look hard. It's not a bad idea. Where are we? Matt Polly, try chilling the glass. Added bonus of knowing when the glass at the back of the room temp.
Are you talking about frosting the glass or chilling the glass?
I don't know what the meaning is.
Because if you get the frost on the outside, then
it doesn't really work for me, that, because if you're in a bar abroad and they give you a frosted glass, it soon gets rid of that frost, doesn't it? The ice soon melts. And if you sat there with a pair of shorts on, it drips all down your trousers. And you got to have a good soak-up coaster. Yeah, you have. Yeah, Graham bought me one, didn't he? This is the best soak-up coaster in the world. It's actually it's got my name on it as well. Look.
Yeah. Is that like? It's
like a wood. It feels like wood, but I don't think it is.
Actually, we have them here, Ed. They almost feel like a rock or brick.
Yeah. I don't know what it's made of. I think it is.
I
think it's a slate.
Yeah, a slate. Now, I've got a slate. I've got those in my car. You can buy them. They fit down in the cup holders of your car.
Yeah.
And you put them in the cup holders of your car, and that way when you pick the drink up out of there, you don't end up getting
Yeah, but you never see any moisture on top of the mat, do you? It just soaks it up.
No.
And you can put an ice drink on there as well. The big whiskey with ice in it, and it doesn't bother it either.
Yeah.
Later, the light bulb blows out a loud explosion, making the basement completely dark.
But if you pour water in on top of it, it doesn't soak it up.
Not much else happens after this.
Right.
But everything that happened before was enough for Jacob.
Do. That's a bit weird, isn't
it?
Who organised that then? I don't know. It's a bit trippy.
No further updates have been posted by Jacob. But until then, this video remains in this.
That is a
back
little
in
bit.
1 minute.
Yeah, it is a little bit loud, that, to be fair. I'm struggling with that one, to be honest.
It was starting to come in good. You know?
It's not easy, is it? It's not easy. I was lucky when I first started doing this. Obviously, my kids are older and grown up and left, so this actually used to be Lou's bedroom. But it must be difficult when you've got an house full of kids and a house full of people to actually find somewhere where you can go and do a live stream, especially in the middle of winter when it's dark. You know, you can't even sort of go and do it from the house or the car or anything like that, can you?
Not for you guys are coming up on 10 o'clock. You know, I was thinking it's not
10
dark.
o'clock at
The
night,
sun's shining through the window right there right now, but
is
not
it really?
much longer.
No, it's been dark over here since about 3:30.
You know what? 17 days until the days start getting longer again.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was. Do you know? I actually went on a bus today. I went on a service bus today for the first time, probably the second time since I moved to this town 39 years ago. Because I've always just had the car. I've always just gone down in the car. Anyway, I dropped the taxi off and I went round the taxi rank and I looked at my watch, and it's all school contract time, so there weren't any cabs anywhere. And I thought, God, I don't really fancy walking up that massive hill. So I went to the bus stop. There's a little old lady stood in there, and I said, "What time does it come?" She says, "Where are you going?" And I told her. She went, "Oh yeah, I'm going that way. It's here in 5 minutes." So I got on the service bus and come up on that. It took a full half an hour for a 4-minute journey.
You could have walked it and been home earlier.
Yeah. No, it's different. If you're going the other way, you can walk from here, and you can literally be in the middle of the town in 20 minutes. But walk. The only trouble is where I live, they call it the uphill area, and the hills are like that, and it takes some getting up them. I've watched some real malt aficionados. They can tell a malt and the exact process used to produce it. Blows my mind. My taste buds need bludgeoning. I think it is one of them things, isn't it? If you've studied your craft, you pick up the notes. Same as wine, isn't it? When they're doing wine,
yeah,
they know the different. They can taste the different grapes from wherever.
They sort of swirl it around in their mouth, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They never drink it. Seems a bit of a waste when you're spitting it out. Same as tea. They do tea as well. They can tell you where it's come from. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're going to be tasting all day long liquor, you kind of have to spit it out. Otherwise, after you got to about lunchtime, you're really not worth the shit.
I'd just work half a day. I'd just work half a day.
Panky. Hello, mate.
Just imagine what your liver would be like. Oi, boner. Good evening, Steve. Nice to see you. You big roid, you.
Cappies.
Cappies, son, cappies. Just makes it easy to see. When we first started doing this, if you went into somebody's thing and wrote in capital letters, they would kick you out for shouting at them. It seems how things have changed. It's got completely different.
See, I didn't know what your big rider meant, so I googled it, and it means love.
Attractive
like
woman.
You're showing someone love, isn't it?
I think it means you're an attractive woman. I think that's what it means. You big roid, you. Sounds better when John says it in Irish. Yeah, big roid, you. Well, he sticks the fucking in the middle of it as well.
You big rider.
I thought you were just a super highway, you big road.
yeah, that's right. Anyway, we're coming up to that time. It's been a good hour. It's been a little bit difficult with the telly on, so we'll probably do it at a later time next time when the kids are in bed. Thank you very much for coming in.
For that.
No, don't worry about it. It's just one of them things. Yeah. Hopefully your channel's going to do really well and you get a few more. Hopefully a few more people know who you are. But I said the only problem is with the vaping community, we are, unless you get onto Vic's where they've got over 100 in there and Grim Green where it's got 200 in there, we all generally have a similar amount of people watching us. So chances are, when you get to that, that's where you've got to, and that's the amount of people that's there. But I found shorts are a good thing if you want to gain subscribers. You seem to get subscribers through them, and just reviews as well. If you get a fairly new sort of device in that's coming in, and give it a real good proper grilling, then you tend to get a few more off that as well.
Yeah.
If your daughter jumps out of plane, that helps.
Yeah. The problem is, it's getting the funds for.
That's right. Yeah. It's difficult. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
It's difficult to.
No. But
you've either got to go out there and spend all your money on stuff, and then there's certain things that you can buy. And I've got a Mick here that was 150 quid, so I'll put a review up on that.
4 days later, this happens.
And
it's 3 a.m.
I got something like 120 views, and then I put a 40 quid Vape Resso thing up, and there's one of them's got 52,000 views.
Yeah.
But it's very rare. Anyway, let's get off. Nice to see you. Nice to see everyone. Thanks for coming in. Give us a thumbs up on the way out. Pop across and follow the bearded vape god, because he is a god. And we'll catch you all this time next week, unless it's Christmas.
Yep.
Thanks for watching.
Yep.
Bye bye.
Thank you for having me.
You're all right. You're more than welcome.
Time to put the food on. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go look. I might, I can do pizza if I want, but I've checked.